Hello Andy, my name is Ravindra, Senior Botany Lecturer. Welcome to Avidya's E-Academy channel. So, in the previous class, we have to already discussed about the one important 8 marks question, that is transfer section of dicot stem. And today in this class, now we are going to discussing about the one more important 8 marks question in this topic, that is anatomy of flowering plant chapter. So it is the intermediate botany first year topic. So let us discuss about the important 8 marks question, that is TS of monocot stem, transfer section of monocot stem. So when we take the transfer section of monocot stem, what we find? So we will find one circular structure. So that circular structure is called as TS, means transfer section. So in this transfer section, the vascular bundles are arranged in scattered. Okay, so this is a scattered vascular bundles. In case of the dicot stem, the vascular bundles are arranged in ring-like manner. So the ring-like arrangement of vascular bundles, it is the characteristic features of the dicot stem. But in case of the monocot stem, the vascular bundles are arranged in scattered. And here we have to remember very well careful. So in case of the monocot stem, the peripheral vascular bundles, it means the outer side vascular bundles are smaller in size compared to central vascular bundles. So the central vascular bundles are bigger in size and outer side vascular bundles are smaller in size. Okay, but in case of the monocot stem, the vascular bundles are arranged in scattered. So it is the characteristic features of the monocot stem. Next, so in this class, let us discuss about the monocot stem layers one by one. And in this monocot stem, so we are going to discussing about the what are the major characters of the monocot stem. So how the vascular bundles are arranged in the monocot stem. So next let us discuss all these things in this class. Okay, monocot stem. So the monocot stem, it is also outer layer. So this outer layer is called as epidermis. Epidermis is made up of single layer of the cells. So this layer is called epidermis. Epidermis. Okay, monocot stem, it is the outer layer. It is made up of single layer of the cells. It is called epidermis. Beneath the epidermis, next to there are few layers of the cells are arranged. These cells is called hypodermis. Beneath the epidermis, few layer of the cells are arranged. These cells is called hypodermis. So this hypodermis is made up of sclerenchymatous cells. But in case of the dicot stem, next to that is the collenchymatous hypodermis. So in case of the dicot stem, the hypodermis is made up of collenchymatous cells. The collenchyma is nothing but it is a mechanical tissue. But in case of this monocot stem, beneath the epidermis, there are few layer of the cells are arranged. These cells is called hypodermis. But in case of the monocot stem, the hypodermis is made up of sclerenchymatous cells. So the sclerenchymatous cells are the dead cells. Okay, this layer beneath the epidermis, this cells is called hypodermis. This layer is called hypodermis. So this hypodermis is made up of sclerenchymatous cells. Sclerenchymatous cells. This sclerenchyma is nothing but it is the dead cells. Next one, beneath the hypodermis, next layer is called ground tissue. This ground tissue, which is also known as parenchymatous cortex. Parenchymatous cortex. So in this ground tissue, so we have to remember very well careful here. So outer side of the cortex is the cells are smaller in size, and next one, in case of the center part, next to the parenchymatous cortex cells are bigger in size. Okay, so In the transfer section, we find the smaller outer side vascular bundles are smaller in size and central vascular bundles are bigger in size. At the same time, in case of the ground tissue also, we find here the outer side cortex is the smaller cells and next one center or next cortex is made up of bigger cells. Okay, in this place, next we would find some vascular bundles. Vascular bundles. So here also one vascular bundles and here also vascular bundles. So I have already told you. So the outside vascular bundles are smaller in size and central vascular bundles are bigger in size. So these vascular bundles. So these vascular bundles are lined with sclerenchymatous bundle sheath. So this is a vascular bundles. Each vascular bundles lined with the bundle sheath. The bundle sheath also made up of sclerenchymatous cells. So this is a vascular bundle. It is lined with the bundle sheath. The bundle sheath also made up of sclerenchymatous cells. And next one, this is a peripheral vascular bundles. It means outer side vascular bundles are smaller in size compared to central vascular bundles. So this is a vascular bundles. This vascular bundles, it is a central vascular bundles. It is a bigger in size compared to outer vascular bundles. Okay, this is a vascular bundles. It is also one more vascular bundles, but outer side vascular bundles are smaller in size compared to central vascular bundles. Remaining next to these are the ground tissue or parenchymatous cortex. So these parenchymatous cortex also, these cells are loosely arranged and here with intercellular spaces. Intercellular spaces are present. So this is a ground tissue or it is also called as parenchymatous cortex. These cells are loosely arranged. So here the intercellular spaces are present. Okay. So this is a parenchymatous cortex. So first one is layer is epidermis. Beneath the epidermis, next to few layer of the cells are present. That is hypodermis. It is made up of sclerenchymatous cells. Next to beneath the hypodermis, next to this layer, this place is called parenchymatous cortex. This layer is called parenchymatous cortex. Parenchymatous cortex. Next one, this layer is called vascular bundle. Okay, VB means vascular bundle. So vascular bundles is lined with bundle sheath. Bundle sheath cells. Bundle sheath. So these bundle sheath cells next to made up of sclerenchyma cells. Sclerenchyma. Okay, so bundle sheath, it is a vascular bundles is lined with next one sheath, that is bundle sheath. Bundle sheath also next made up of sclerenchymatous cells. Next one, so this is called vascular bundle. Vascular bundle. Next, coming to the vascular bundles, next inside the characters. So the vascular bundles characters. The vascular bundles character is conjoint. Conjoint. Second one is collateral and closed vascular bundle. So these are the main characters of the monocot stem. The vascular bundle's characters is conjoint to collateral closed vascular bundle. But in case of the dicot stem, the vascular bundle's character same conjoint to collateral. But in case of the dicot stem, the characters is open vascular bundles. So we have to already discussed about these characters in one by one in the dicot stem. And here also I will tell you what is the characters of the vascular bundles in the monocot stem. Conjoint to collateral closed vascular bundles. So what is conjoint? Conjoint means the xylem and phloem is arranged in the same radius manner. That condition is known as conjoint. Collateral means phloem towards outside, xylem towards the inner side. That is called collateral. Closed means open means phloem towards the outside and xylem towards the inner side. That is called a conjoint. So conjoint means the xylem and phloem is arranged in the same radius manner, and collateral means phloem towards outside, xylem towards the inner side. And closed means so between the phloem and xylem there is no cambium ring. But in case of the dicot stem, between the phloem and xylem the cambium ring is present. So that is the characteristic features of the dicot stem. But in case of the monocot stem, between the phloem and xylem, there is no cambium ring. So this process is called closed vascular bundle. So I will tell you here, closed. And xylem. The xylem is endarch. The xylem is endarch. Endarch means so protoxylem towards the inner side, metaxylem towards the outer side. So I will tell you these characters in this place. So here the metaxylem. So metaxylem vessels are bigger in size. And next one here, so these are the protoxylem. Okay, metaxylem, and next one these are the protoxylem. So this is called metaxylem. And next one, these are the protoxylem. So endarch means the metaxylem towards the outer side and next to protoxylem towards the inner side. This condition is known as endarch. And next one here, so protoxylem is contained so cavity. So this is called protoxylem cavity. Protoxylem cavity. So protoxylem cavity, it acts as temporarily storage. Okay, so these are the vascular bundles, and next these are the metaxylem. Metaxylem vessels are bigger in size compared to protoxylem. So protoxylem towards the inner side, metaxylem towards the outer side. That condition is known as endarch. And next one, phloem. I am showing here the phloem is green color. So this is a phloem. Phloem also next made up of various types of cells, that is sieve tube and companion cells. So these are the sieve tubes or sieve plates. And next one, these sieve tubes is associated with companion cells. Okay, this green color part is sieve tube and red color line is a companion cells. So this is called sieve tube. Sieve tube, and next this red color line is called companion cells. Companion cells. And here we find one more layers are present here. Okay, these are the phloem fibers or bast fibers. Okay, green color part is the that is sieve tube and associated with the companion cells. And next one, around this next to sieve tube and companion cells, here the more number of cells are present here with intercellular spaces. These cells is called as that is phloem fibers or bast fibers. So this is called phloem fibers. Phloem fibers or bast fibers. Bast fibers. Okay, so vascular bundle, it is next to, it is made up of bundle sheath. Bundle sheath also made up of sclerenchymatous cells. And vascular bundles characters is conjoint, collateral, closed vascular bundles and endarch. What is conjoint? Conjoint means phloem and xylem. The phloem and xylem is arranged in the same radius manner, that is conjoint. Collateral means phloem towards the outside and xylem towards the inner side, so that is collateral. Closed vascular bundles means, so between the phloem and xylem there is no cambium ring, so that is closed vascular bundle. Endarch means, so protoxylem towards the inner side, metaxylem towards the outer side, that condition is known as endarch. Okay, so blue, this is a green color part is sieve tube and red color line is the companion cells. It is surrounded by phloem fibers or bast fibers. So here we have to remember one more important characters in the monocot stem, that is phloem parenchyma. The phloem parenchyma is absent. Phloem parenchyma absent. It is a very important in the monocot stem. We have to remember very well careful. So phloem parenchyma is absent in the monocot stem. And here secondary growth. Secondary growth also absent. Secondary growth absent. So secondary growth, the main function is increase the girth of the stem. So secondary growth is takes place in the dicot stem as well as dicot root. But in case of the monocot stem, secondary growth is absent. In case of the dicot stem and dicot root, secondary growth takes place. But in case of the monocot stem, phloem parenchyma is absent and secondary growth is absent. So these are the two major characters in the monocot stem. We have to remember very careful here. So these are the very important point. And vascular bundles characters is a conjoint, collateral, closed and endarch. And remaining next to, it is filled with parenchyma cells. These parenchyma cells are loosely arranged with intercellular spaces. Parenchyma cells. And next one, this blue color next to part is called protoxylem cavity. The main function of the protoxylem cavity, it acts as temporarily storage. Okay, bundle sheath cell. And next one, these are the sieve tube and these are the companion cells. Sieve tube is associated with the companion cells. And next one, these cells is called as phloem fibers or bast fibers. In this monocot stem, phloem parenchyma is absent and secondary growth also absent. And next one, conjoint means phloem towards outside, xylem towards the inner side. Conjoint means phloem and xylem is arranged in the same radius manner, and collateral means phloem towards outside and next to xylem towards the inner side, that is called collateral. Closed vascular bundles means between the phloem and xylem there is no cambium ring. Cambium ring is absent, that is closed vascular bundles. Endarch means protoxylem towards the inner side, metaxylem towards the outer side, that condition is known as endarch. Okay, next one. So first to epidermis, it is the single layer of the flat cells. And next one, beneath the epidermis, next to there are few layers of the cells are present, that is hypodermis. It is made up of sclerenchymatous cells. Sclerenchyma is the dead cells. And next one, beneath the hypodermis, next to this complete layer is called ground tissue. Okay, ground tissue is also called as, so these are the ground tissue. So this ground tissue is also called as parenchymatous cortex. So this ground tissue is filled with the parenchymatous cells, and these cells are loosely arranged with intercellular spaces. Intercellular spaces are present between the cells. And next one, these are the vascular bundles. It is also vascular bundles. So I have already told you, so outer side vascular bundles is the smaller in size compared to central vascular bundles. So these are the outer side vascular bundles. It is a smaller in size compared to central vascular bundles. Okay. Central vascular bundles also next to the vascular bundles character conjoint. Phloem, xylem is arranged in the same radius manner. Collateral means phloem towards outside, xylem towards the inner side. Closed means between the xylem and phloem there is no cambium ring. And next one, endarch means protoxylem towards the inner side, metaxylem towards the outer side. So that condition is known as endarch. And here we have to remember two main points, that is phloem parenchyma is absent and secondary growth also absent. Okay, so these are the main characters of the monocot stem. Okay, so in the previous class already discussed about the transverse section of dicot stem, and next one, these are the monocot stem. So the transverse section of dicot stem characters is the vascular bundles. The vascular bundles are arranged in the ring-like manner. Ring-like arrangement of vascular bundles is a characteristic features of the dicot stem. But in case of the monocot stem, the vascular bundles are arranged in scattered. So scattered arrangement of vascular bundles is a characteristic features of the monocot stem. Okay, in case of the dicot stem, secondary growth also takes place, but in case of the monocot stem, secondary growth is absent and phloem parenchyma is absent. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel.